Here there are 3 ways to play the Scandinavian defense. The most common is to rotate the queen over to a5. That puts the queen on the edge of the board, and then you can develop the rest of your pieces accordingly. The other way is to bring it all the way home. And then there's queen to d6 as well. I'm gonna look at primarily moving the queen out to the edge of the board. If you move the queen out to the edge of the board, the game might proceed as follows. White should play d4. Knight and this pawn out is the best way for white to play this position. If white plays this position in any other way, it's already a little bit suboptimal, just so you know. So d4, and now we develop our knight to f6. We are mostly going to be castling short side. So our development will look like this. We need to develop our light squared bishop, then we need to play e6. Why? Why can't we just play e6? Because then we block this bishop in. Do you see how that works? So this bishop needs to come out to one of these 2 squares. We will play e6, and then we will develop this bishop and castle. Now, if at any point our queen is targeted, we always have a very useful move, pawn to c6. In fact, it's so useful, some people even play it now, because what c6 does is it allows you to bring the queen back to c7. But I said more often than not, we castle short. There are positions where, for example, if white does not occupy the center with the pawn, we can very quickly castle queenside. That would turn the position into something a little bit more aggressive. That might look something like this. If the kings are castled on opposite sides, it means we're gonna have a war, because we can launch our pawns at their king, and they can launch their pawns at our king and our queen first. So castling on the same side leads to a bit more of a peaceful game, whereas the opposite side castling is, I mean, it would lead to something, it's more risk, more reward, but obviously you might lose. And you say, well, what's the difference? Why can't I play this one way all the time? Levy, why do I have to choose depending on how my opponent plays? Well, here's the thing. If the opponent plays d4, you can't put your knight out. Why not? Because they're going to attack it. That's how chess works. Move by move, the game goes into its own unique territory. So depending on how white sets up, that is how you are going to set up.